Trains don't guess, they commit. And once they do, there's no turning back. Unbelievable train moments caught on camera. Welcome to UnrealX Moment. The camera captured the moment the train driver urgently warned passengers just seconds before an incident in Poland, with no casualties reported. This is Operation Smash Hit, a demonstration designed to prove the safety of containers used to transport nuclear waste by road and rail. Getting stuck on the tracks almost always leads to serious consequences, but in this case, the train was able to stop in time, with no injuries reported following the collision.
Se ponen ahí, mira.
A collision occurred in Luling, Texas, after a truck recklessly crossed the tracks as a train was approaching. Fortunately, no one was injured, but it was clearly a hard lesson for the driver.
There's no big time. Yeah, I got all of it. Damn!
Choosing to stop and not confront the train at the final moment helped prevent a serious outcome. Railway tracks are built for trains alone, and any vehicle that tries to take their place pays a price. This time, the driver learned that lesson in a heart-stopping moment. On the tracks, a single moment of inattention can put you in serious danger, and it's a lesson no one wants to learn firsthand. The WAP-7 locomotive was forced to apply emergency braking at a slum area crossing after people were spotted on the tracks. If it were me, I'd wait for the train to pass. There's no reason to take a risk like this. Pure excitement shines in the eyes of children seeing this train for the first time. This is definitely not a scene you come across every day. Lake Pink in Russia features a truly unique railway running across the water, creating a striking and unusual scene. Would you want to experience this train ride for yourself?
He's gonna hit it.
A similar collision was also recorded in Orlando, highlighting the ongoing risks at rail crossings.
They did a lot of other things that we've seen modern industries doing. They've, you know, I mentioned the reference to the.
A truck became stuck while attempting to cross the tracks, making a collision with the train unavoidable. Fortunately, only the trailer was affected and no one was injured.
How would you like it, Britain, if people came in?
Oh, that was f***ing awesome!
And the sailors that they had, you know.
In Flagstaff, a vehicle being towed by an RV became an unintended obstacle for a passing train. Fortunately, no one was inside, and the damage was limited to property only. Thanks to timely reporting, after becoming stuck, this vehicle avoided a dangerous collision. It's a clear reminder that quick action and proper procedure can prevent serious consequences.
Truck semi-stuck on the tracks and a train is coming here. It's North Road in New York, in Comfort, New York.
The shortest path is not always the safest, and choosing the railway tracks is a clear example of the risks that come with poor decisions. This moment serves as a powerful reminder to follow traffic laws. Trains never yield, and even a small mistake can come at a heavy cost. In Dunkirk, New York, cameras captured an oil train of remarkable length completely occupying the crossing, creating a rare sight. Maybe the best train lash-up ever. The camera captures a tense moment as a car ignores traffic rules and enters a collision with a train. But thanks to a quick reaction, everyone inside remains safe afterward.
Oh man, you said it too, babe. Now there's gotta be fire. Damn! You said it too. I told him about a train station.
At a rail crossing, a large truck becomes stuck while attempting to clear the tracks, and although the driver escapes in time, the vehicle is not so fortunate. In the US, a helicopter pilot makes an emergency landing on the tracks, but quick police action clears him to safety just before a train arrives. There's no room for mistakes on the tracks, and this vehicle learns that lesson the hard way. Luck doesn't come around every time, so obeying traffic laws is the best way to stay out of unnecessary trouble.
They're running right in front of the train.
7:76.
mano. Eita porra! Tombou foi tudo, mano.
In Nebraska, a train experiences a derailment that separates several cars, but fortunately, no serious damage is reported. The train never made it across the trestle. Cars derailed and came to rest above open space. A single failure turned this bridge into a dangerous trap. The strength of this bridge is remarkable. Not only can it support train traffic as designed, but it can simultaneously support the weight of the truly massive Catzilla. A moment, captured as a train hauls an empty freight car in Dunkirk, New York.
Sin duda tiene que ser una de Michael Jackson, ¿no? La de Beat It.
A vehicle was involved in a collision with a signal pole. While no one was injured, trains were required to slow down for 24 hours, with drivers proceeding with caution. Scenes like this underscore the importance of teaching children about traffic safety, as situations like these rarely end safely. Now this train has unexpectedly taken on the role of an alarm clock. A motorcyclist crossed a lowered rail barrier in Helmand, quickly turning the moment into a dangerous situation. The camera captures a man stepping onto the platform just moments before a train from Dublin to Belfast rushed past, a reckless move that nearly put him in danger. Trains are no joke. Respect them before reckless actions lead to serious consequences. man, this is definitely the scariest train coupling I've ever watched. Diamond Crossing in Nagpur is where multiple railway lines intersect, creating a rare and impressive rail layout.
इस तरीके से भाई आवाज कर रही है गाड़ी, देखिए, और ट्रैक देखिए पूरा हिल रहा है भाई, देखिए।
Even machines that seem unstoppable on the rails can be humbled by the weather. An impressive fusion of modern technology, raw power, and nature. Today marks the final run of locomotive 99713 on the historic Fichtelberg Railway. A similar event was reported when a train was involved in a collision with a fuel-carrying vehicle, with no injuries reported.
That was the baddest shit ever! That was the baddest shit ever!
Trying to save just a few seconds waiting for the train, this vehicle paid the price with its rear hitch, highlighting how critical traffic law compliance is. At night, a Loram rail grinder performs track maintenance, creating unique, firework-like displays seen only on the rails. The camera captured timber falling from a freight train as it passed a rail crossing during a snowstorm, turning a routine stop into a dangerous situation. Because this rail crossing has no flashing warning lights, Escanaba and Lake Superior Railroad trains, ELS 501 and ELS 502, must stop and use roadway traffic signals instead.
That's how we do it.
This is the operation of coupling an additional rail car to the train at kilometer 575 station in Brumadinho, Minas Gerais. Even at just 1/8 scale, this rotary snowplow is getting the job done, clearing the rails of a private 7.25-inch gauge railway in Gloucester. To climb the steep Himalayan foothills, DHR uses a clever system called the Z reversal. The train moves ahead, changes direction, reverses, and keeps going in a Z-shaped climb. You can see these zigzag tracks along the new Jalpaiguri to Darjeeling route near Tindaria. After the snowstorm, the station approach was buried under deep snow. Even with the snowplow in operation, the buildup barely decreased, forcing the train to push straight through. Have you ever seen a train move this fast? Let me know in the comments below. While crossing the intersection at Fair Forest Clevedale, this car got stuck on the tracks. The impact couldn't be avoided, but thankfully, the driver escaped the vehicle moments before the train arrived. A similar situation occurred here as well. Fortunately, the man escaped the vehicle just in time, but the watermelons and the car were not as lucky. This angle makes one thing clear. Trains are incredibly powerful, and respecting traffic laws is the best way to avoid serious danger. This is why you should never take chances with a train. Fortunately, this vehicle was only damaged at the trailer hitch, and no one was injured. During construction of a road overpass between Samborovo and Rudzinice Soskie, a concrete panel dropped onto the railway. Quick thinking by the train operator prevented a dangerous situation for everyone on board. Just how good is the ice cream here that this ticket inspector actually stopped the train to get some? Not every experience is worth sharing with your child. The track switch is engaged, guiding the tram onto a different route. The footage shows the 6-inch gauge Savage Little Samson locomotive Gavroche in operation on Quarry Street. Built among the final generation of steam engines, this locomotive continues to operate regularly even today. The presence of 3 Class 01 locomotives on the same train creates a rare moment in railway operations. Footage of locomotive 991775 on the Fichtelberg Railway as it approaches Oberwiesenthal station. Take a moment to watch as the Vanda Barrett Express passes through the beautiful Banny Hall Valley. Here's Locomotive 44972 visiting the Severn Valley Railway for the 2024 Autumn Steam Gala.
ये सामने से आ रही है श्रीनगर कटरा वंदे भारत एक्सप्रेस, वो भी हैवी स्नोफॉल। देखिए तस्वीरें।
और ये क्रॉसिंग जबरदस्त वाली क्रॉसिंग देख लीजिए, वंदे भारत ट्रेन का हमारे इस स्पेशल ट्रेन के साथ में है ना कमाल का।
At College Station, a pickup truck became stuck on the tracks as a train was approaching. The driver managed to get out in time, but the vehicle wasn't as lucky.
Wow, that's wild, bro. Damn, still dragging it, bro. Oh my god.
Moments like this show why following traffic laws isn't just a warning, it's mandatory. It looks alarming at first, but what you're seeing is called train bounce, a natural response from the coupler's shock-absorbing system. Running at normal speed, this Canadian Pacific train crossed the tracks and then immediately went into hard braking, coming to a sudden emergency stop.
Oh, it's slowing down. Great surprise. Bam, stopped right there.
At this point, this track really deserves retirement. Have you ever seen a wine train like this? Three historic steam locomotives, led by the 1910-built Hercules, work at full power hauling heavy loads at the 2025 Welland Steam Festival. Have you ever seen a grinder like this? Let me know in the comments below. Stepping back and waiting a little longer is what matters right now. Trains aren't as safe as they look, and reckless moves like this rarely end well. In Japan, crowded rush hour trains are simply part of everyday life.
This is fine. This is fine.
Here comes Sharon.
By exiting the vehicle early, the driver narrowly avoided danger while stranded on the tracks, while the vehicle itself was not as fortunate. Oh boy, this deer definitely needs a crash course in traffic safety.
Oh, hey, ho, ho, ho! Oh, man! Oops. Ho, hey, ho, ho, ho! Oh, man! Oops.
Honestly, this might be the most real steam engine sound I've ever heard. Thick, wild plumes of smoke pour from this train, blanketing the entire area. A powerful sight you don't get to see every day. This is a new system that can scan train wheels to detect potential defects, even while the train is still in operation. Yeah, this track might be due for maintenance. A striking scene from Nouadhibou, where workers sit atop long iron ore trains stretching across the Mauritanian desert. Seems like someone just got a free shower courtesy of this train.
It's coming.
A unique perspective capturing a train as it passes by. A unique under-train view of Verimex FXE 4849 moving at full speed. With only a few early trains running, the 6:45 a.m. service from Hachioji Minamino Station to Hachioji quickly fills up. The Orient Express isn't just transportation, it's a 5-star dining experience moving at 62 miles per hour. One day after Winter Storm Fern, the MNR New Haven Heritage Train continues through a snow-covered Hudson line. Departing Dre and Hone Station, the Hart's narrow gauge train begins its climb toward Brocken Mountain. The fastest train ever seen running through city streets, Norfolk Southern in Warsaw, Indiana. From an open trolley car, the Tunnel of Lights comes alive during Winterfest at the Connecticut Trolley Museum. Set in East Windsor, this brief ride offers a magical escape into the spirit of Christmas.
Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, doesn't care for
During operations, a freight car unexpectedly derailed, leading to several additional cars running aground and tipping over as the train continued moving, before eventually stopping without major damage.
BNSF 6835. 48 QCOS 370 BNSF 6832. 6832, 48 QCOS 3.
These are the true heroes of Indian railways.
You want to get close, that's what
See? Here he comes. Oh, God. He's gonna hook it up. Here he comes. This is what's scary. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, it's gonna get rough. Wow. Can't get any closer than this, can we?
Well, that was a smooth landing.
How's that for a front shot, Christian? You got it? Wow. We're hooking on.
This 5-inch gauge composite rail tie uses a double slide layout combined with a scissor-style crossing mechanism for improved stability. The camera captures trains 53,501 and 23,058, making their journey from Sewell to Zella-Melis. On the stretch of track between Steinerne and Dre-Annenhoen in the Harz Mountains, the camera captures a locomotive operating on the Harz narrow gauge railway. Through quiet valleys and gentle curves, locomotives 991713-9 and 991785-7 slowly work their way toward Oberwiesenthal. On an ice-covered track, ELS 400 rocks and slips momentarily before pushing forward. In the valley, Nickel Plate 765 brings the golden era of steam railroading back to life. Europe's busiest rail line in action, right in the heart of Paris. In Chongqing, a mountainous city in China, this light rail crossing highlights how transport infrastructure operates within challenging terrain. As it travels through the scenic Kashmir Valley, the Vande Bharat Express blends modern rail technology with the region's natural beauty. Surrounded by snow, locomotive 997-237-3 rolls through the only tunnel of the HSB, marking a rare moment on the line. Sit back and enjoy as an Amtrak high-speed train flies past a CSX train at 80 miles per hour. Drop a comment, hit like, and subscribe to UnrealX Moment. The camera captures a wide shot of NKP 765, leaving the Cuyahoga Valley Scenic Railroad as it continues toward Akron. Running from Badula through Kandy to Colombo Fort, the upcountry Menike is one of Sri Lanka's most well-known express services. From freight to passengers, this summer, Megamix captures Russian rail traffic stretching across the vast landscapes of Siberia. Have you ever seen a snowplow this compact before? Styled after Yuru Camp, this themed train travels along the Tenryu Hamanako Railway on its way to Lake Hamana Sakame Station. Line 7 delivers an incredible subway sound experience, but for those sensitive to noise, it can be overwhelming, especially as the train accelerates and the metal echoes grow louder. With a WAG7 leading and a WAG9 trailing, Special Train 04629 makes its way through Hillar Shahabad on the Katra to Srinagar route. After a harsh winter storm, keeping freight moving became the priority. On the Naugatuck line, snow-clearing trains and maintenance crews cleared switches and crossings to restore safe operations. Amid falling snow, the Kashmir Express glides through the station, turning a routine pass into a winter scene. With snow covering every inch of track, the WAG-9HC pushes through brutal winter conditions, hauling an LHB Special Express and proving what traction and raw pulling power can really do. Through heavy snowfall, the Yamagata Shinkansen Tsubasa still rolls into Oishida Station right on time. Located along the Bernina line, Celerina Stas operates as a request stop, welcoming Bernina Express and Glacier Express trains. If that moment caught your attention, there's plenty more ahead. Like, share, and subscribe to UnrealX Moment for more unbelievable train moments